Okay then, Tom, so if we look at these two swings here now, the one on the left hand side as we discussed, good movement generally, just a little bit now sort of dropping the club kind of underneath. I think you said in the past when you sort of used to come over the top a lot as a kid, you tried so hard and sort of flattening out the swing plane, bringing that club more from the inside and behind you. And I think now you've gone a little bit too far, and it's getting yourself in a position where that path into the goal was a little bit too much out to the right. You're bottoming out a little bit early, potentially hitting those sort of push cuts and high shots out to the right. That takeaway is pretty good, taking the golf club back nicely on the target line there. Swing plane at this position is very, very good. At this point now it's good. It's this sort of first transition now where the arms start falling a little behind you. As we get down to this spot here now, that right elbow just not really getting back in front of you. You can see now sort of that right arm very much underneath the left arm there, tracking that club very much going this way, very much underneath, just a little bit more than we want to. And if we sort of look even to this position here now, it just looks as if everything's working out to that right hand side. Now, as I said, the low point now is going to be sort of bottoming out a little bit early. If we're not careful, could lead sort of like thin or top shots, as we see in this case. We sort of catch the ball a little bit low on the club face, ball kind of just sort of falling out the sky there. A bit miss it. If you do happen to catch it well, it'll probably just go very high off to the right. And then, unfortunately, of course, to try and time your hands to get that ball back to target. If you mistime it and you overwork the hands, then we're getting the old big quick hook, and that shot there with the amount of distance you produce is not going to be very sort of a good recipe for success. So just having a few practice swings now. If you can get on the driving range or some sort of practice now with a sort of stick here now in the ground, you can use a basket to sort of prop this up, or put it in the grass if you're on the grassed area. Making some swings now at the top where you just kind of feel that club working back now in front of you a bit more. You can see here now as we sort of start coming back down, the right arm and the elbow coming a bit more in front of you. Look sort of pre-impact here now. The right arm now is just kind of behind the left. The shoulders are a little more squared up, and the path of that club in the golf ball now is going to feel a little bit more in some ways to the left to you, okay? So we're actually swinging the golf club more on arc this way, as opposed to a line directly out to the right there. The golf swing, although it's a circle, is a continuation around an arc around the body in this way, not way out to the right there, just swinging from in to out. The club does swing in to square and around the corner. So putting that stick here in the basket or on the ground somewhere, just give you that visual of that club working back in front, get your arms back in front. And I say, if it means you're in a few cuts to start with, that's not the problem. We want you sort of hitting a straightish shot, really a draw or a fade more preferable to you, whatever you prefer is the one you're going to go with. But just having that club more in front of you is going to give you a lot more success in terms of striking the ball and getting that ball back to target a little more successfully. So I hope that makes sense. Any questions, obviously give me a shout, and I'll catch you in the next lesson. Cheers, Tom.